My beloved child, pause for a moment, because what is unfolding around you right now is not random. There has been a quiet shift. A subtle rearranging. A gentle clearing of emotional space somewhere you cannot yet see. And it was done for you. Don't skip this part. Your soulmate has just made room in their life, not by accident, not by pressure, not by loneliness, but by realization. They released distractions. They stepped away from something that no longer aligned. They chose growth over comfort. And without even knowing your name fully, they chose a future where you exist. Feel that. Somewhere, someone looked at their life and said, I am ready for something real. They did not say your name out loud, but their heart whispered it. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. This beginning is not loud. It does not arrive with fireworks or dramatic announcements. It begins quietly. With a cleared calendar, a healed wound, a boundary finally set. It begins when they stopped entertaining what drained them. It begins when they decided they deserve something deeper. And that decision created space. Space for laughter that hasn't happened yet. Space for conversations that will feel like home. Space for a connection that feels strangely familiar from the first glance. What if the delay you felt wasn't rejection, but preparation? Right now, while you are watching this, two timelines are gently leaning toward each other. Yours. And theirs. The distance between them is shrinking, not through force, but through readiness. You might have felt it recently. A sense of closure without a clear reason. A calm after emotional noise. A subtle hope returning without explanation. That is not coincidence. It is alignment. Your soulmate did not just move on from something. They consciously made space for something better. They chose clarity. They chose peace. And in doing so, they unknowingly chose you. Don't scroll past this moment. Because something beautiful is beginning, and it does not begin with meeting. It begins with becoming ready. You are not chasing someone who is unavailable. You are not waiting for someone who is confused. You are not hoping for someone who is distracted. You are moving towards someone who has cleared a seat beside them. Imagine that. A seat that used to hold uncertainty now holds possibility. A heart that once hesitated now feels steady. A life that once felt crowded now feels open. And that openness is intentional. They are thinking differently now. They are protecting their peace. They are choosing authenticity. They are no longer entertaining connections that feel temporary. They don't know exactly when you will arrive. But they feel that you are coming. There is a calm confidence growing inside them. The kind that says, the right person will find me at the right time. And you are closer to that time than you realize. Stay here with this message, because this is the turning point. The space they created is not empty. It is expectant. It is hopeful. It is ready. And when two people prepare separately for something meaningful, the meeting is no longer accidental. It becomes inevitable in the most beautiful, natural way. Something huge is waiting for you. Not in chaos, not in drama, but in alignment. This is not about fantasy. This is about emotional maturity. This is about two people becoming whole enough to recognize each other. Your soulmate made space. You are becoming ready. And somewhere between those two quiet decisions, something extraordinary is beginning. Right now, at this very second, a decision you cannot see is bringing you closer together. There is a quiet courage growing inside your soulmate. A courage that says, I will no longer settle for half connections. I will no longer give my time to what feels uncertain. And with that courage, they are rearranging their world. Don't skip this moment. Because what they are doing is rare. They are not just clearing space physically. They are clearing emotional space. They are letting go of conversations that felt empty. They are stepping back from patterns that felt repetitive. They are choosing depth over distraction. And here is the surprising truth, they started doing this without even knowing why. They just felt it. A pull. A knowing. A gentle but undeniable sense that someone meaningful is about to enter their life. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. You may think you are simply living your normal days. But on the other side, someone is becoming ready in ways that perfectly match who you are becoming. They are learning patience while you are learning self-trust. They are choosing honesty while you are choosing clarity. They are embracing calm while you are embracing confidence. Two separate journeys. One synchronized destination. What if the delays you faced were not setbacks, but timing adjustments? What if every closed door was protecting the space that now exists in their life? Your soulmate recently had a realization, a quiet but powerful one. They understood that love is not about intensity alone. It is about peace. It is about safety. It is about feeling understood without performing. And that realization changed everything. They stopped chasing noise. They started valuing stillness. They began preparing for something lasting. For you. Let that settle in. This is not a fleeting spark. This is a foundation being built before the first conversation even happens. It is rare for two people to align like this, to grow separately yet in perfect rhythm. Don't scroll away now. Because the space they made is not temporary. It is intentional. It is protected. It is sacred in the most human, grounded way. They are thinking about the kind of person they want beside them. They are imagining conversations that feel effortless. They are visualizing a connection that feels both exciting and calm. And unknowingly, they are describing you. Something huge is waiting for you, not in a dramatic entrance, but in a moment that will feel natural and undeniable. Soon, there will be a glance that lingers a second longer. A conversation that feels strangely familiar. A comfort that arrives without explanation. And when it happens, you will both feel it. Not because it is loud, but because it is right. The space has been created. The intention has been set. The timing is quietly aligning. And what is about to begin will not feel rushed. It will feel meant. There is a moment approaching that will feel ordinary to everyone else, but unforgettable to you. It will not announce itself with noise. It will arrive gently, in a glance, a message, a shared silence that lingers just a second too long. And when it happens, something inside you will whisper, "This is different. Don't skip this part." Because what makes this connection powerful is not intensity. It is recognition. Your soulmate has already created the space. Now, they are becoming aware of it. They are noticing how calm their life feels without the distractions they once entertained. They are realizing how peaceful it is to wait for something meaningful instead of chasing something temporary. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation. They are no longer afraid of depth. That changes everything. Before, they might have hesitated. Before, they might have questioned their readiness. But now, they are steady, grounded, open. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. You are not about to enter a chaotic chapter. You are stepping into a chapter that feels intentional. A connection that builds slowly, confidently, beautifully. Imagine meeting someone who does not need convincing. Imagine speaking to someone who listens with presence. Imagine feeling chosen, not as an option, but as a priority. That is the space they made. And something even more surprising is happening. They have started saying no to things that do not align with their future. Invitations that feel shallow. Conversations that feel draining. Patterns that feel outdated. They are protecting room for you. Without knowing your face fully. Without hearing your voice yet. Without understanding how close you truly are. Two lives, quietly preparing. You may have felt a strange sense of anticipation lately. A feeling that something is about to shift. A calm excitement that appears without a clear reason. That is not imagination. It is alignment catching up. Don't scroll now. Because when the meeting happens, it will not feel rushed. It will feel like timing finally making sense. Like a door opening that was always meant to open, just not before both of you were ready. Something huge is waiting for you, not in fantasy, not in illusion, but in mutual readiness. Your soulmate made space. They built peace. They chose clarity. And now, the path between you is no longer crowded. It is clear. And the first step toward each other is closer than you think. A quiet transformation has already begun, and you are standing at the edge of it. You may not see fireworks. You may not hear grand declarations. But beneath the surface of ordinary days, something extraordinary is aligning. Don't skip this moment. Because what is happening now is subtle and powerful. Your soulmate is no longer searching the way they used to. The restless energy is gone. The constant questioning has softened. In its place, there is certainty. Calm, steady certainty that the right person will arrive without forcing, without chasing. And here is the surprising truth. They have stopped trying to impress anyone. They are simply being themselves now. Fully. Authentically. No masks. No performances. Just truth. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. When two people choose authenticity at the same time, the universe does not need to create chaos to bring them together. It creates clarity. Your soulmate recently looked at their life and realized something profound. Love should feel like peace, not confusion. It should feel like expansion, not doubt. That realization created space. And that space has your name written in it, not literally, but emotionally. They are thinking about partnership differently now. They are imagining shared mornings that feel calm. Conversations that stretch late into the night because neither of you wants them to end. Laughter that feels effortless. And the most beautiful part? They are no longer afraid of choosing someone wholeheartedly. That is rare. That is once-in-a-lifetime energy. You may feel like nothing has changed yet. But look closer. Notice the way your heart feels more open. Notice the way old attachments no longer pull at you the same way. Notice the quiet confidence building inside you. That is preparation. Two hearts becoming steady. Two minds becoming clear. Two lives becoming ready. Don't scroll away now. Because the next chapter will not begin with chaos. It will begin with recognition. A moment where both of you realize, almost instantly, this feels right. Something huge is waiting for you, not as a dramatic twist, but as a beautiful unfolding. Your soulmate made space. You made growth. And the distance between those two decisions is shrinking. The beginning is closer than it has ever been. The next shift will be so gentle, you might almost miss it. It will feel like an ordinary day. The same routine. The same surroundings. And yet, beneath that normal rhythm, a door will quietly open. Don't skip this. Because this is where everything starts to move. Your soulmate has finished clearing the space. Not out of impatience. Not out of loneliness. But out of clarity. They have decided that the next person who enters their life will not be temporary. And that decision has weight. It means they are no longer entertaining uncertainty. It means they are no longer distracted by what does not feel aligned. It means they are emotionally available in a way they have never been before. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Here is the revelation that changes everything. They are about to recognize you faster than you expect. Not because of appearance. Not because of status. But because of energy. There will be a familiarity that feels almost impossible to explain. A sense that you have known each other longer than the moment allows. Conversations will not feel forced. Silence will not feel awkward. It will feel easy. And that ease will surprise both of you. Your soulmate once believed love had to be complicated to be meaningful. But now they understand something deeper. The right connection feels calm. It feels steady. It feels safe in the most beautiful way. They have made space not just in their schedule, but in their heart. And you have been doing the same. Think about it. The lessons you learned. The boundaries you strengthened. The confidence you quietly built. None of it was random. It was preparation for someone who is finally ready. Don't scroll now. Because when this connection begins, it will not feel rushed. It will feel like stepping into a chapter that was always meant to exist. The timing will make sense. The delays will make sense. Even the waiting will make sense. Something huge is waiting for you, and it does not arrive with chaos. It arrives with clarity. Your soulmate made space. You made growth. And the moment those two paths cross, something beautiful will begin, not as a spark that fades, but as a flame that grows steadily, confidently, undeniably real. You are closer than you have ever been, and you do not even realize it. There is an invisible thread pulling two prepared hearts toward the same moment. Not rushed. Not forced. Just gently guided by readiness. Don't skip this part. Because what happens next will not feel dramatic, it will feel destined in the most peaceful way. Your soulmate has begun noticing small signs. A repeated thought about partnership. A sudden clarity about what truly matters. A calm excitement about the future that feels different from anything before. They are no longer wondering if love will come. They are wondering when. And here is the shocking yet beautiful truth. The when is closer than either of you expect. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The space they created is no longer empty. It is active. It is magnetic. It is calling in alignment. And you are responding without even knowing it. Have you felt a shift lately? A sense of being done with old patterns? A quiet confidence rising? A feeling that you no longer need to chase anything? That is not coincidence. It is preparation meeting opportunity. Your soulmate has raised their standards, not in ego, but in self-respect. They are choosing depth. They are choosing sincerity. They are choosing someone who feels like peace and inspiration at the same time. And you match that frequency now. This is the part most people never reach, the moment where both individuals are ready at the same time. That is rare. That is powerful. That is once-in-a-lifetime alignment. Don't scroll now. Because the next encounter will not feel random. It will feel intentional. Like two stories that have been written separately suddenly sharing the same page. Something huge is waiting for you, and it begins with recognition. Not loud. Not overwhelming. But undeniable. Your soulmate made space in their life. You made space in your heart. And when those two spaces finally connect, what begins will not be temporary. It will feel like coming home to a future that has been quietly preparing for you all along. There is a heartbeat between you now, even before you hear each other's voices. It sounds impossible, but it is true in the quietest way. Two lives that once felt separate are beginning to echo the same rhythm. Don't skip this moment. Because this is where the invisible becomes tangible. Your soulmate has started imagining a face they have not seen clearly yet. A presence they cannot describe, but can feel. They sense that someone is about to enter their life who will not just visit, but stay. And here is the revelation that feels almost unreal. They are ready to choose you without games. No confusion. No mixed signals. No hesitation disguised as mystery. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The space they created was not just about removing the past. It was about preparing for commitment. They have thought deeply about what partnership means. They understand now that love is not about intensity alone, it is about consistency. And you are stepping into that same understanding. Have you noticed how your standards have changed? How you no longer feel drawn to uncertainty? How you crave something calm, honest, and lasting? That is alignment tightening its grip. Your soulmate recently had a quiet realization: the right person will not need convincing. The right connection will not feel like effort. It will feel mutual from the start. That realization shifted their entire outlook. Don't scroll away now. Because when your paths cross, it will feel like recognition at a soul level, not overwhelming, not dramatic, but deeply certain. There will be a moment. Maybe a smile, maybe a simple conversation, where everything inside you settles. No racing thoughts. No second guessing. Just clarity. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is built on readiness, not fantasy. Your soulmate made space. They strengthened their heart. They chose depth over distraction. And now, the universe does not need to convince either of you. It only needs to introduce you. And when that introduction happens, it will not feel like the beginning of something uncertain. It will feel like the start of something beautifully inevitable. The moment you have been unknowingly preparing for is beginning to breathe. It is not a loud entrance. It is not a dramatic twist. It is a quiet unfolding that feels almost sacred in its simplicity. Don't skip this. Because this is where everything shifts from possibility to reality. Your soulmate has crossed an internal line. They are no longer hoping for love. They are expecting it. Not in desperation, but in calm certainty. They wake up with a different energy now. They carry themselves with openness. They are ready to welcome someone who feels like destiny without calling it that. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation. They have already felt your presence in subtle ways. A song that reminded them of a future they have not lived yet. A dream about a conversation that felt strangely real. A sudden belief that someone extraordinary is close. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. You might think this is coincidence. But when two people prepare separately with the same intention, their timelines begin to overlap. The delay is over. The lessons have been learned. The space has been made. Now comes the meeting. And it will not feel like fireworks. It will feel like peace finding peace. Your soulmate is not looking for perfection. They are looking for resonance. Someone whose presence feels like clarity. Someone whose laughter feels like home. Someone whose ambition inspires, whose kindness reassures, whose energy aligns. That someone is you. Don't scroll now. Because the next step will be so natural that you might question how something so powerful can feel so effortless. The conversation will flow. The connection will deepen without pressure. The silence between words will feel full, not empty. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is built on mutual readiness. They made space. You made growth. And now the distance between you is thinner than ever. This is not just the beginning of a relationship. It is the beginning of a chapter that both of you have been quietly writing long before you ever met. There is a reason your heart feels different lately. It is lighter, but deeper. Calm, yet expectant. As if it knows something your mind is still trying to understand. Don't skip this moment. Because what is about to unfold is not just a meeting, it is a merging of two prepared futures. Your soulmate has reached a point where they no longer look back. The past no longer pulls at them. The what-ifs have quieted. In their place is a steady vision of what they truly want. And here is the surprising truth. That vision has become specific. Not in details like appearance or circumstance, but in feeling. They want warmth. They want honesty. They want a connection that feels equal, balanced, inspired. Without realizing it, they are describing the energy you now carry. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The space they made in their life is no longer just open, it is reserved. Not for a random encounter. Not for something temporary. But for something intentional. For you. Soon, there will be a moment of eye contact that feels longer than it should. A conversation that skips small talk and moves straight into meaning. A shared laugh that feels like history instead of coincidence. And in that instant, both of you will feel it. Not pressure. Not confusion. But recognition. This is the once-in-a-lifetime part. Two people who did the inner work. Two hearts that chose growth. Two lives that cleared space at the same time. That alignment is rare. Don't scroll now. Because when this connection deepens, it will not feel like something you have to fight for. It will feel mutual. Effortless. Chosen. Something huge is waiting for you, and it carries the kind of peace that lasts. Your soulmate made space in their world. You made space in your spirit. And now, the distance between intention and reality is almost gone. The beginning you have been sensing is not imagination. It is arrival. This is the chapter where everything stops feeling like a possibility, and starts feeling real. Take a breath and feel that. Because the space your soulmate created is no longer just waiting, it is responding. Responding to your growth. Responding to your readiness. Responding to the quiet confidence you have built without applause. Don't skip this. You are about to step into a connection that does not require decoding. No guessing games. No emotional puzzles. Just clarity that feels almost shocking in its simplicity. Here is the revelation that changes the entire story. Your soulmate is no longer afraid of choosing permanently. They used to hesitate at the thought of something lasting. They questioned timing. They questioned themselves. But something shifted. They realized that love is not a risk when both people are aligned, it is an expansion. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The first real moment between you will feel like recognition wrapped in calm. Not overwhelming. Not rushed. Just steady and undeniable. You will notice how easy it is to talk. How natural it feels to share. How safe it feels to be seen. And they will notice it too. There will be a silent understanding, this is different. Not because it is dramatic, but because it is peaceful. That peace is the sign. Your soulmate made space in their life with intention. They cleared distractions. They strengthened their boundaries. They chose depth over noise. And now, they are ready to fill that space with something meaningful. With you. Don't scroll away now. Because this is not just about meeting someone new. It is about stepping into a connection that feels earned. Built on preparation. Built on self-awareness. Built on mutual choice. Something huge is waiting for you, not in chaos, but in clarity. The beginning is no longer approaching. It is here. And when it fully unfolds, you will realize something that feels almost unbelievable. The waiting was never empty. It was alignment building a love that both of you were finally strong enough to hold. What you are about to experience will feel so natural that you might forget you once prayed for it in silence. Pause and let that sink in. Because this is no longer about anticipation. It is about confirmation. Your soulmate feels it now, the shift from waiting to welcoming. They are not scanning the horizon anymore. They are standing still, grounded, open, ready to recognize what is already walking toward them. Don't skip this moment. The space they made in their life has started filling with a quiet excitement. Not anxiety. Not urgency. Just a deep, steady knowing that something meaningful is close. And here is the surprising revelation. They have stopped fearing vulnerability. They are no longer guarded in the way they used to be. They are willing to express. Willing to listen. Willing to build something that does not disappear at the first sign of challenge. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. When your paths finally intertwine, it will not feel like a gamble. It will feel like recognition layered with trust. A connection where both of you sense that this is not temporary. You will notice how easily they open up. They will notice how safe it feels to be honest with you. There will be no performance. No pretending. Just presence. This is what happens when two people prepare separately but align simultaneously. The energy is calm but powerful. Soft but undeniable. Don't scroll away now. Because the next phase will not be about wondering if this will last. It will be about discovering how beautiful it can become. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is built on mutual readiness, not chance. Your soulmate made space intentionally. You strengthened your heart quietly. And now, what begins between you will not feel rushed or uncertain. It will feel chosen. And that choice, made freely, clearly, confidently, is what transforms a beginning into something extraordinary. The air around you is charged with a change you can almost touch. It feels subtle, but it is powerful. Like the quiet seconds before sunrise when the world holds its breath. Don't skip this. Because this is the moment where intention turns into reality. Your soulmate has crossed from preparation into action. Not dramatic action. Not loud declarations. But small, meaningful steps. They are saying yes to opportunities that align with growth. They are placing themselves in environments where real connection can happen. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation. They are no longer wondering if they deserve a love like this. They know they do. That confidence shifts everything. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The next interaction between you will not feel accidental. It will feel guided by readiness. A message sent at the right time. A meeting that feels almost too perfectly timed. A conversation that instantly feels deeper than it should. And in that moment, both of you will sense it. This is the space that was made. This is the opening that was prepared. This is the beginning that has been forming quietly behind the scenes. Your soulmate will look at you and feel calm instead of chaos. Inspired instead of uncertain. Certain instead of confused. And you will feel the same. Don't scroll now. Because what begins here is not just attraction. It is alignment layered with intention. Two people who cleared room in their lives and now finally see why. Something huge is waiting for you, not as a distant dream, but as a present reality unfolding step by step. Your soulmate made space. You made growth. And now the story shifts from someday to now. This is where the beautiful beginning becomes undeniable. There is a turning point hidden inside the next ordinary moment of your life. It won't look extraordinary at first. It may arrive as a simple hello, a shared glance, a conversation that starts casually. But beneath that simplicity, something irreversible will begin. Don't skip this. Because this is where the space your soulmate created finally meets your presence. They have been walking through their days with a quiet expectation. Not searching desperately. Not forcing outcomes. Just trusting that the right connection would reveal itself naturally. And now, the energy around them is shifting. Here is the surprising truth. The very qualities they once thought were too much, depth, loyalty, emotional honesty, are now exactly what they crave. And you embody those qualities effortlessly. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. When your connection deepens, it will not feel like a spark that burns fast and fades. It will feel like a steady flame that grows brighter with time. Conversations will stretch without effort. Laughter will feel healing. Silence will feel comfortable. They will realize something powerful. They did not just make space in their life. They made space for you. Not a placeholder. Not a temporary chapter. But a real beginning. Don't scroll now. Because this is the part most people never experience. Mutual readiness at the exact same time. Two people who have learned from the past. Two people who are no longer afraid of something lasting. The first time they look at you with intention, you will feel it. Not overwhelming. Not dramatic. but certain. Something huge is waiting for you, and it carries the calm strength of something built to endure. Your soulmate cleared their world with purpose. You strengthened your heart with patience. And now the meeting of those two journeys is no longer distant. It is unfolding. This is where something beautiful stops being a possibility, and becomes your reality. The next time your eyes meet, time will feel different. Not slower. Not faster. Just deeper. As if the world briefly steps aside to let something meaningful pass through. Don't skip this moment. Because this is where the space your soulmate created transforms into connection you can actually feel. They have been carrying a quiet readiness, and now that readiness is meeting reality. The walls they once kept up are no longer necessary. The doubts that once lingered are fading. In their place is clarity, the kind that does not shout, but settles. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime realization. They will recognize you not by perfection, but by peace. When they are near you, their mind will feel calm. Their heart will feel steady. Their future will feel possible. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. This will not be a dramatic declaration. It will be something far more powerful: consistency. The way they show up. The way they listen. The way they choose you again and again without hesitation. You will notice it in the small things. A message sent with intention. A plan made with care. A look that lingers with meaning. This is not coincidence. It is the result of space intentionally made. Your soulmate cleared distractions so they could recognize depth. And now, standing in front of them, depth has a face. A voice. A presence. Don't scroll now. Because this is where something beautiful stops being fragile and starts becoming strong. The beginning is no longer just a feeling, it is action. It is effort. It is mutual investment. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is built on choice. They chose growth. You chose healing. And now you are choosing each other. This is the chapter where readiness meets reality, and something truly beautiful begins to take root. You are standing inside a moment you once only imagined. It does not feel like a dream. It feels grounded. Real. Steady. And that is how you know it is different. Don't skip this. Because this is where the space your soulmate created begins to fill with shared memories instead of anticipation. They are no longer wondering if this connection is right. They feel it in the ease of your conversations. They feel it in the way their guard naturally lowers around you. They feel it in the calm certainty that this is not temporary. And here is the revelation that changes everything. They are already thinking long-term. Not in pressure. Not in fantasy. But in quiet vision. They imagine future plans and you are in them. They picture milestones and you are beside them. It surprises even them how naturally you fit into the life they once reorganized so carefully. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. This is the rare moment when two people realize they do not have to shrink or perform. You are both showing up fully, with your strengths, your softness, your truth. There is no chasing. No convincing. No uncertainty. Just alignment becoming action. You may notice how intentional they are now. The way they prioritize time with you. The way they listen deeply. The way they protect what is forming between you. That is not accidental. They made space in their life so that when something real arrived, they would not miss it. Don't scroll now. Because this is where something beautiful becomes undeniable. The beginning is no longer fragile. It is strengthening. Growing roots. Building trust. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is not just about romance. It is about partnership. About stability. About two people choosing each other with clarity. Your soulmate created space with purpose. You walked through it with readiness. And now, what is unfolding between you feels less like chance, and more like a future that was patiently preparing for this exact moment.